Well, hello there everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing some more Forza 7 gameplay, of which we are doing Formula 1 car versus Formula E car versus IndyCar versus Nascar versus Le Mans. And there'll be a few different cars because there's obviously different eras and of Formula 1 that are on the game, and might chuck in a few hypercars, and just for a little bit of fun. There are a few trucks and so on, so we might throw in them at the end. But as you can see on screen, the first car is a 1976 McLaren M23. So yeah, without further doubt, let's get into the game. Into the fastest lap of the M23. Now, before we do that, I should mention that, as you may or may not worked out from the image on the screen, the first race is the race. Get your words out, Peter. The track that we're using today for this challenge is Long Beach. So, if you want to see this again on maybe another game or maybe some other cars, then or even on another track, then let me know down in the comments and I'll get that sorted for you guys. But without doubt, let's get into the lap. So here we are in James Hunt's 1956 Formula 1 car. Just listen to that sound. 172 miles an hour down the main straight here as we go into the roundabout section. Where several times I've been a bit wide on the entrance into that thing, and we hit the outside curve there. That is not good. I found that this car had lots of understeer. It was very understeering, so we need to cover 2.4 seconds up my previous sector best. Previous best rather. As we move on into the second half of the lap. Take that corner nicely. Try and match the apex humps there on the inside to go underneath the bridges next to the tower blocks down the back straight. It's a little bit bumpy, as you'll see later on, faster and faster. Obviously, the slower cars doesn't matter so much. As you come up to the final corner, 21 miles an hour through that, very slow. As we come across the line, it's going to be 1:21. And the next car, so that was the 1976 James Hunt's F1 car. Next car up is the 2016 Techeetah Formula E Car, which has one gear. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they can get on compared with the Formula 1 cars of yesteryear and today. So the Formula E car, Techeetah Formula E Car, you can hear that one gear. It's very quiet. It's a lot quieter than any F1 car, and probably the quietest of all the cars to feature in this video. 130 miles an hour in burst only here. Though the Jaguar has 5. I'm not sure if that's real or not. That was nice, up to 130 miles an hour. Not too bad. Not as fast as the McLaren, but this has more downforce. You can see, making a better entrance into that corner after the roundabout. We're going to here, we're carrying slightly more speed, so 4.4 seconds, sorry, up on our previous best time. As we go into this some nice corner. Bend it around here now. Obviously this car is more recent to race around here. Probably the only Formula 1 car to ever raced of the Formula 1 cars. They've not raced, so this is representing that's sort of this sort of 5.2 seconds up middle sector, so it's a nice apex there as we go up to as we come around to the hairpin where many crashes have happened over the years. It doesn't manage the same speed as the McLaren, only 16 miles an hour, lower speed. As you come up to the line, it's going to be very respectable, 134.8, which is not bad. We'll have to see, I don't know what it can do against others. Yes, that was the Techeetah Formula E Car. We'll have to see what it can do against some of the others. Now, the next car is in the F1 game, and that is the 1988 McLaren MP4-4, which is also in Forza 7. And yet they haven't put the price up. So, nice licensing, Codemasters. Yes, let's see what it can do with Ayrton Senna. So yes, very different car now. Ayrton Senna's MP1988 MP4-4. And just listen to that engine sound. As we go into the run-out section here now, and yes, this car has got a bit more downforce than the 76 one, but it doesn't have that same doesn't have as much understeer as the James Harris McLaren M23, but it's still not as good as in perhaps the Formula E Car. Bouncing around with speed there on the back straight there, as some of the cones go far. It should be there. It's a bit like in the bonnet to Bahrain on this track. Through the front border, 22 miles an hour, so that's roughly the same as the M23, and across the line it's going to be on 1:14.4. Now 88, that's good. If you want to see if you want to see a comparison between 88 Formula 1 on Forza 7 and 88 Formula 1 car on 2017, I'd be happy to do that for you. Should you want that or any comparisons, just let me know down in the comments, and whichever gets most popular will get done. But the next car, as you can see on screen, you're going to like, because it's the 2017 Renault R.S. 2017. Finally, we got an up-to-date F1 car that we can compare against Formula E with its level of downforce. Both of them are trying to be sort of environmentally friendly. So yes, let's see what the Renault can do. It's not the fastest car in F1, for those of you who aren't familiar with F1, but we'll see what she can do in this game. Here we are, Renault car, I should say. RS17 going on to our left hand. Already, we're in 8th gear going up to 200 miles an hour. 210. That is very fast. Alright, almost thought we didn't make it there. Now the engine sounds a bit different. I've not been to the Grand Prix, so I don't know what the engine really sounds like. So let me know down in the comments if you have, which is actually correct sound to F1 or Forza. Coming into this middle part of the section, I mean, we are really fast. I mean, we're doing this in half a minute. The God, backside is going to get really bumpy now. 190 miles an hour down into temporary first up into the section, windy section that goes into the hairpin. 23 miles an hour in an F1 car, not bad. One of the bit slow as 1 o'clock. Up to the line, what it's going to be, it's a 1:1:97. So yes, that is the benchmark now. Now let's see what some other series can do. We're going to start off next with the 2017 Porsche 919 hybrid, which is the Le Mans car, for those of you who aren't familiar with Le Mans. And yes, it'd be interesting to see what this car can do, especially the fact that Mark Webber actually took off in one of these in the late 90s. If you haven't seen that photo, I recommend you go and look it up. Basically, he's pretty much horizontal. No, vertical in there. So yes, let's see what the 2017 Porsche 919 can do, whether it can live up to F1. So here we are at the long course. Just listen to that sound. Not as fast as the F1 car is, which is only 180 right now, so go round there about miles up to this section, which go a little bit wide, but the rest will be up to 4 seconds up on our previous best time. By the way, each car gets 3 laps around this to set their best time. Just thought I'd let you know, just in case you want it. That's how I'm making the test of the car. Dry track, same conditions, same number of laps to attempt to do this. Yes, let's move down. I was bumping in the F1 car. Clearly they've got some suspension to deal with the bumps. A little bit not optimal line. I think we can have the ball on the outside. Come up to the line, it's not as fast as the F1 car already. It's 1:15. So next up, we're going to switch to IndyCar with the 2017 Schmidt Pederson Motorsports Honda. So yes, that's the Honda also powered Fernando Alonso back in May, I think it was, when he raced Indianapolis. So yes, interesting to see what this car can do versus F1. Everyone's saying IndyCar is more interesting, so this is your chance, IndyCar, to show us what you can do and what speeds you can get up to. So onto the lap we now go in the IndyCar, and up to speed in the Le Mans car. It's going to go 199, so not as fast as the F1 car, but close. Obviously, this car is very used to this circuit because it actually races around the circuit in real life. So, interesting to see what it can do. Note something. There's supposed to be a circuit map on the wheel. That's not for this circuit. So, some of the interior, some of the dashes and doors are found with Forza need to be improved upon for Forza 8 also, because you want to make this up as we go bump back here to show how fast goes 5. Yes, we're 2.5 seconds off our previous best, so this will move into the at the final corner. What's it going to be? It's already slower. It's a 1:16.4. Not as fast as Le Mans, and also still not as fast as MP4-4. Anyway, the next car, as you can see on your screens, is the Nascar. I'll be interested to see how this can get on. Bearing in mind, Nascar, I'm not so sure it'll be that fast because of the steering. It's only set up to go steering around ovals, when in fact this track is not an oval. So, yeah, we'll see what it can do around Long Beach. So here we are in NASCAR, going up to turn 1 now. Struggling here. I'm 62 miles an hour, so I'm 30 miles short of IndyCar, 40 miles shorter than Formula 1, so this car is definitely not suited to this track. Just listen to that engine, it wants to shout. The problem is the steering wheel, it's just a steering wheel. It's very basic on the Racing. I'm sure there'll be Nascar, but then they have more crashes than before, so you can argue either way. It's about the racing, not about how fast the car's going. I'm sure there'll be people arguing about that until the day, days basically. But yes, moving into the final section of this, not going to be anywhere close to the top because we're already slower, so we need to go to the splash and make sure we don't hit it. Oh, that's the one place I'll work out with this car, particularly outside. Across the line it's a 130.6. So yes, Nascar a bit slow, not as slow as Formula E. Put some other cars up now against it, and next up we're going back to Formula 1 with the 1964 Ferrari F-158. So yes, this car, don't really know much too about the 60s. I know that Jackie Stewart won in the late 60s, but early 60s is a bit, I don't really know much too about. But without a doubt, let's get into the lap. So here we are, starting our fly back. We're already going faster than the Formula E car and then a car from the 64. But unfortunately, the bumps are having a catastrophic effect on the suspension. We actually had to lift off there. We got 45 miles per hour in, and it's really, it is a little tired. The ground as we literally fall off left side. But we are 3.3 seconds up on our previous best time, so let's carry on. Should move up into the middle part of the section. And then sort of the struggling with the bumps is causing the traction control to step in and slow the car down, which is slowing us down. Yeah, we can't really do much about that. This car was not meant for a street circuit, it was clearly meant on Nürburgring, on smooth roads, not a street circuit, basically. Get up to the final corner. Out there, so let me accelerate up to the line for a 1:30.7. So that is a mediocre time that puts it just in front of, just behind rather Nascar. But next up, it's a prototype car now, the 1967 Ferrari 330 P4. So this car, obviously one of the many prototypes that would have been driven in some of the races back in the 60s when drivers used to pretty much driving was a full-time job, basically. So yes, I have to see how much it can do and what handling it's got as well. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs. So here we are in Ferrari 330 P4. Oh, it hit the bump. Oh, that's not good. Get a bit of a tank stop there. Something else. Lost a bit of time there. Still managed to get 44 miles per hour. This car is only a prototype, really, for a reason. Handling is atrocious, but the engine, it's pretty much out of this world. And pretty much for 1967, it's actually pretty good. straight now. Oh, that's beautiful. Music down to the left. Brake boys. Right handle. Here, up. Under the Firestone. Or perhaps up to the end. Up to the tight. Up to the hairpin. And out to the other side. What's it going to be? We're not going to be anywhere near the F1 cars. The car, but what about this? 127 cars, sorry. So yes, that puts it just in front of the the NASCAR by about 3 seconds. So yeah, but now we're going to move on to the next car in our little series. It's the 2011 Koenigsegg Agera, which I have to look that spelling up. I don't spell it like Top Gear because they had some very long name. So yes, this car, I actually added a rear wing because of Top Gear, and it was fastest for quite some time. Now it's slow, but I'm pretty sure we would like to see them come back with a new car, and it'd be interesting to see how they get on. But for now, let's see how the Agera gets on around Long Beach. So here we are in the Koenigsegg Agera. The engine doesn't run that much, but the interior is pretty much one of the best. I mean, look at the stripes on the dashboard. As you know, channel nuts, if you're regular around my channel, then you know that I love blue. As much as anything. So I think this has probably got the best interior. The windscreen's a bit more apart from the fact there's a big thing on the windscreen, which basically means you've got the letterings, but the interior is lush. But yes, we should really focus on the map. Here we come. Almost cut the touch the tyres on the way out, which is unfortunate. Handling wise, it's alright. It's not the best car handling, but the acceleration on this car was incredible. Yes, as we go around the final corner, it's not going to be anywhere near F1 car, but what can it do? Can it get beat P4 330 P4 Ferrari? And it can't. It's 129.1, which puts it just in front of NASCAR car. Well, let's go and see what the next car can do against the previous two. It's the Aston Martin Vulcan now, which looks spectacular with that rear wing. I mean, what's it doing? I don't like the colour, but pretty much anything else. The outside. If we could have the inside of the Agera and the outside of the Vulcan, but in blue, then that would be the pretty much the dream hypercar. Without a doubt, let's get in to see what the Vulcan can do. So here we are in the F-158. Just listen to that engine. That's nice. Nice engine there. That's pretty good. This thing's also got very good handling. It's the best hypercar handling. 7.6 rating. I think the Ferrari was 6.0. Yes, as we move into the middle sector, first sector rather, 2.8 sector, our previous sector best there, as we accelerate into this accelerator way and into going towards the backstreet. It pretty much likes to go first and third as we go on to backstreet here. The suspension is absorbing the bumps as you would expect from the 1 minute car at that speed. You did see that up there. 2.9 seconds left now on our previous best. So we go into the last sector now, into this slow section. What can it do now? This is where they had 20 miles an hour. I think I saw 19 miles. Not as good as an F1 car, but it's compatible for us. That's a 1:26.8, which puts it ahead of the 330 P4 and the Koenigsegg. So yes, definitely a fast car. But as you can see from the screen, the next car is not a car, it's a van. It's a VW Type 2 Deluxe. Don't know if Deluxe is supposed to be deluxe together, but maybe that's supposed to be French or German or whatever. But from 1967, it's basically a bus. It's basically a minibus, actually. It looks tragic. Let's give it a go. So here we are, going for a nice Sunday drive around Long Beach in a VW Type 2 Deluxe. It's with the next couple of cars that are coming. It's a bit like I've gone stolen the keys for like the backstage stuff. I mean, you know, at every Grand Prix you see all the trucks. I imagine there's some vans taking them around. So yes, it's a bit like racing all the backstage vehicles. Wondered who would actually win. Which motorhome is the fastest? Come on F1. If anyone from F1 is watching, please send them, because it would be so hilarious to see. And then put the F1 drivers in it as well, because that would be hilarious to see how they manage a truck. But yes, pretty much, the time's pretty much irrelevant. A couple of years, at least. We're doing 58 miles an hour. Don't need to the bottom. Hear those tyres squealing. This is minibus from the 1960s. This gets underway. Halfway around the back, it's already 1 minute 23, so a few more seconds. It would be 1 minute, sorry, 1 year, that's 28 months. So, oh goodness, fourth gear's not good. 58 miles an hour, yeah, down the back straight. Spot 60. This can't. What is this? What? This was not meant to be raced. At all. This clearly somebody at Forza was, oh, it'd be funny if we let's put some awful cars in Forza 7 and they can go and race them. And they put some trucks in there. Trucks aren't actually that bad. This is just I think there's a limousine which is coming up next later. This is a few other things. Across the line for a 226.9, slowest car. It's not so bad. So talking of vans, here it is. This next van up is the 2011 Ford Transit SuperSport with delivery. Why would you want to go and race a van? I don't know, but I know that there are van drivers on the motorways, and they all like to do 95 miles an hour in a 70 limit. They all drive Ford Transit, so I'm used to seeing this car on the motorway and not around a racetrack, so it'll be interesting to see how it does against the VW and how it is to drive as well. So yes, here we are, and it's faster than the VW, but clearly the interior is disgusting. I mean, it's very plastically. It's clearly not meant to be Zurich like the Koenigsegg. Why am I racing this? Why is it? Well, I'm racing this because it's in the game, but why is it in the game in the first place? I don't know. It's got more power than the VW, as would be expected since perhaps it was some 45 years later out production, so technology, etc., advancements will allow everybody to catch up with that. But continuing on to our lap, already nowhere near. Already we're only in the middle segment, the F1 car's already finished. We'll get down this back straight. No bumps, but quite clearly now. Right-hand drive as well, which is interesting. To sort of third gear is chosen. You can see the gear stick on your left, which is third. So the position of the gears is actually quite good. I'm just going to move down to second, first gear. We now move to the third gear, up to the line. What's it going to be? Or Ford Transit SuperSport. I think we're about to beat the VW RS 207.22, and that beats the VW, but pretty much is miles away everybody else. Okay, next item of stuff that we've stolen from the backstage F1 is Lewis Hamilton's limousine. I don't actually know if it's actually his limousine, but a limo should be awful to get round the hairpin, as you guys are probably about to see. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what speed it can do against the Ford Transit. That's really what it's going to do. Let's be honest, it's not going to be as fast as the F1 cars at all. So let's get into the lap. Since the limousine already is much better. The professional dashboard down the like how it's got the you see on the right hand dash on the dashboard, you see how on the right thing it's got the it's sort of got used the second circle for engine pressure. I think the other one is fuel, just to show that sort of just bounce with the both down to the left and the so it's a nice thought from Cadillac there. Engines particularly very nice, but listen to that squealing of the tyres as you move into this additional section, and let's see what we'll do. So we're up to 60. I think we're actually going to pass a Ford Transit. So just call yourself a SuperSport. You get yourself beat by a limousine. So unfortunately we haven't got Jeremy Clarkson's stretch limo. If you haven't seen the Top Gear episode where that related to the limousines, go and check it because it is hilarious. So come out the final corner. No messing up. I did mess up on the second lap, which is why we're on the third lap. Across the line, what's it going to mean? 158.969921. So yes, the Cadillac did well, and the best news is it is only 22 seconds slower than a Formula E car, which yeah, could be better. But next up now, you can see we've got the Mercedes racing truck. basically, this is the truck we drove in the first episode, so if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. But now we are going to see what this is, and I expect this to be in between the Formula E car and the Cadillac limo. So here we are in the truck. Ignore the first lap, as we move up into down the back straight. The sun is out and the stickers all over the windscreen. Surely that must not be legal. We're doing better than the limousine and stuff, so as expected we are there. As I mentioned in the previous video when I raced this, it's got that mirror as we clip the inside there, so not good, but inside again. So we're not used to the width of this truck. This should make driving this should make Squirrel very happy. If you don't know who Squirrel is, then he's on the list of related models. He drives like Euro truck stuff, so I think he'll be happy with racing this. He hasn't done this already, which he hasn't, then somebody can buzz him then be aware. But up to the line, what's it going to be? This is going to be 1:43.4. So yes, good time, puts it as expected. Now the final car that we're going to be driving for this episode is the 1950 Alfa Romeo 158. This was the car that Nino Farina won to win the first Drivers' World Championship in an Alfa Romeo. Yes, that did happen. He won in an Alfa Romeo. Unfortunately, I didn't manage. The game decided otherwise. Decided that the tribute to this car wasn't going to happen, and it only recorded the very end of the lap, as is going to be shown in a minute. So yes, so here we are. We've got the second lap, lap 2. You can see this car is very narrow, just slightly 1964 Ferrari 50 Alfa Romeo. It's very tiny, has pretty much just got a wooden steer. Just come up to Racin. What's it going to be for the Alfa? Let's go up as we go across the line. It's a 1:37.7. Unfortunately, we crashed. So yeah, that is it for that take on the 158. So yes, as you can see from your screens, here is the leaderboard from all 16 cars, vans, trucks, whatever you want to call them, that went round. And as you can see, the Formula 1 is the fastest, 109.7. Surprisingly, second place, Formula 1, 1988 MP4-4. Le Mans is there as well, and IndyCar up there as well, very close together with 2 seconds just separating those two. I know 2 seconds isn't really that much, but on this board it is. It's a little variation, and I'm sure with increases in technology coming that Le Mans and IndyCar will overtake the MP4-4 in speed. M20, also actually another track, but McLaren M23, pretty much no man's land in 5th place, driven by James Hunt to start this video. Aston Martin Vulcan as well. Up there at the 6th place, which is good for hypercar, and then the 330 P4, 27.9. And the Koenigsegg Agera as well. Those three close together, as you would expect with 3 hypercars. Then we got the Nascar Team Penske Ford car from Nascar, 30.6. Long Beach really isn't for Nascar, so that's why it hasn't staged. Ferrari F-158, 2 small wheels from the 60s, not really suiting the bumps of the street car. Techeetah, well, the Renault isn't actually in this game, otherwise I'd use that, but the Techeetah Formula E, it needs to be quicker than the 36.8. I'm sure other cars, the Renault would be at least a few seconds faster, and it'd be interesting, but the technology of that is going to go up, and eventually is going to overtake Formula 1 and be close to IndyCar. But it's still got a long way to go. The 1950 Alfa Romeo 158 is already faster than those, so you can see there it is. Then we got the racing truck 143, so not bad. And then down at the bottom we have three things that shouldn't really be raced on, but were, because they're in the game. The Cadillac Limo 158, and I'm good to see that it can do a lap in Long Beach with under 2 minutes. Ford Transit Supervan, and slowest of all is with 2 years, 26 months, and 5 weeks, 9 days, and 2 minutes, 2 hours. It's the VW Type 2. So that has been it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see more Forza 7 videos, F1 related motorsport racing as well. Let me know what you want to do next on this game. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.